Alright everyone, the first thing we're going to do in the class is just do a little bit of review on Rhino. I've set up this file. You can see that it started with HOK's Ricardo Solar, and then I've taken it and kind of added to it and reorganized it. This file has a series of areas and regions that go through the basic ideas of some tools in Rhino. So really all I want you to do is go through and start here, and it'll show you a bunch of commands that you may or may not have known about given Digital 1. So the basic setup is that the geometry that you need to run that command happens in this row. The operation has been actually used in this row, and then if there are any options for the operation, it shows up in this final row. And so the command is in the columns and various rows. So one thing that you may or may not have already picked up on is that Rhino does have displayed line weights. So you hit print display and tell it to be state on, and it will automatically give you line weights. Now you can see here that these line weights didn't change, but you can see that the this kind of outline suddenly has some thickness. To exaggerate that, I'm going to change the thickness to, say, 60 instead of 40, and you can see that things started to pop a little bit more. To navigate changing the line weights and line colors and line types, you just need to go to Layers, and you'll see that there are off on to the right a bunch of other columns on your various layers that you may not have used. So here we have print width. So this is literally what the width of the print will be, and so if I go then to a PDF, I can use these print widths to print a really nice plan given line weight, and not really ask Adobe Illustrator to change my line weights for me. I just go straight to a PDF. You can also then change the print color. So right now these are set up to be blue and red, so they show up blue and red on the screen. But once I change that to, say, black for the blue, it'll change on my screen to black. I left them blue and red for a reason, so I'm just going to leave it like that. So you should go through here, and you'll see that there are some surface editing commands that go through. These are really the high, the commands I use a lot or didn't know about for like a year and then picked up on them, and that's the reason they're in here, is that sometimes things don't get communicated, or you don't know about a piece of software, and suddenly you know, things get a lot easier once you find the right tool. So you'll see a bunch of these kind of commands that you can use at your leisure to do various transformations that you may not have already known about. The other thing that you really want to kind of get into is this final one, this fabrication list of commands. And this is probably the only anomaly in the file, where this one really takes you through a whole process. It's not really just one command being used here in each column. It's actually just kind of showing you a process to get to eventually something that then you could take to the laser cutter and print, and then fabricate together some form. So it takes a really complex form and allows you to get to a point where you're fabricating. Highly useful. But again, once you kind of get started on this region, I would go from top left to right and then end up here at the fabrication zone. All right, thank you.